pray. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty. Nigeria, Ekiti, and our homes may be blessed. Amen. Let me welcome their colleagues to today's plenary session, and not just a plenary session, but a session after our break from Easter. And let me also say you are welcome. And I know you had a great Easter, and I believe it has become so refreshing. And I can see beautiful faces, radiating and handsome men also today. Yesterday, we had our retreat, and today is the plenary session. Without wasting time, I'm going to quickly take us through our last votes and proceedings, which was on the 15th day of April 2025. And I want us to run through it. And if there is any observation or correction to be made, kindly signify. So I take us through from page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4, which is the last page. In the absence of no observation and nothing to correct, and I must say that I have actually read through the votes and proceedings, and I can say that this actually reflects the true position of what transpired on the 15th day of April 2025, which was our 35th plenary session for the year. It's on that note that I said the votes and proceedings for Tuesday, 15th of April 2025 is hereby approved. Thank you. Madam Clerk, any message from the governor?
Mr. Speaker, sir, we have not received message from the Executive Governor of Ekiti State.
Any other announcements?
Yes, we have, sir.
Yes, Honorable Ademola Ojo, the man representing the good and the bad people. He represents and is representing the good and the bad people.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
The largest constituency.
Thank you, sir.
Can we hear from you?
My Honorable Speaker, sir, my honorable colleagues, my name still remains Honorable Ademola Martins Ojo. I represent the good and the bad people of Ijero constituency, the largest constituency in Ijero. I arise this afternoon to inform the House about the passing away of one of our 12 sons, His name is Navy Captain Omoneyi Caleb Olubolade. I will just give brief history of his life. He was born on November 38, 1954 in Ikoti, Ekiti, Ijero local government area, Ekiti State. He was commissioned into the Nigerian Navy in 1974 and rose through the ranks to become a Navy captain. He attended Britannia Royal Navy College in the UK and Naval College of Engineering in India. Right Honorable Speaker, sir, Olubolade held various positions while in service. He was appointed as a military administrator of Bayelsa State from June 9, 1997 to 1999 by the then General Sani Abacha, head of state. Olubolade retired from the Nigerian Navy in 1999 and joined politics. He was a governorship aspirant under Action Congress Party in year 2006. He decamped to the PDP in 2007. He was appointed chairman Ekiti State Project Monitoring Committee under Governor Sheguni administration. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, Navy Captain Olubolade Caleb served as a minister of special duty in 2010. He served as a Minister of State for the Federal Capital Territory in 2011. He also appointed as a Minister of Police Affairs before he resigned in 2014 from the cabinet of President Jonathan Goodluck Ebere and formally declared his governorship ambition on Saturday, 22nd February 2014 under the PDP. Right Honorable Sir, Olubolade, a gallant Navy officer, an icon, a cheerful giver, and one of the political pillars in Ekiti State, also at Nigeria. A community developer, passed away on May 11, 2025, while playing lawn tennis. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, I want you to join me to sympathize with the family and the entire Ikoti people, especially the Oba Olukoto of Ikoti, and also the Jero local government, also Ekiti State, because he served the state also, and Nigeria at large. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Demola Ojo, on the announcement of the demise of one of the illustrious sons of Ekiti. As you have rightly said, the brief summary is that Navy Captain Olubolade, now late, came, saw, and conquered. He has also left a mark in the sand of time, particularly starting and rising from humbling background and rose to prominence. And would say is a man that actually imparted his word, his people, his time. I believe that is a man that whose name will not be forgotten in the history, not just of Ekiti State, but of Nigeria, having served our land meritoriously as a one-time administrator, a military administrator of Bayelsa State, and almost 2 or 3 times for the Ikoti people, for Ijero local government as a whole, and for Ekiti State, and to Nigeria. It is our prayer that God will grant him eternal rest so that he can rest well with his maker. But we should all know that death is not an end. in itself. Death is just a platform to transit to the great beyond, that even though we might have not been there, even though we might have not seen, but we have read and we have heard preachers preach about another life where they said, you shall not die anymore. And to gain that, you must die, to transit to glory. So death is inevitable, but not an end in itself. May his soul rest in eternal rest. Amen. Yes. And please, Honorable Ademola, ensure you furnish us with the, once the family releases the funeral arrangement, please ensure you furnish us with the, what's it called? The program, so that we can be well abreast of it. At least members of this house will be part of it. Leader of the house, please, can you approach the chair? Tokwelonge, what is going on there? Yes, dear colleagues, thank you very much. Other announcements. Recall that yesterday we had our retreat, and that was, we came up with a resolution that we are going to harmonize positions on the 2013 Equal Opportunity Law and the bill, the proposed bill on the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusive bill. So, and the committee will be announced. To chair the committee is one beautiful honorable member like that. Honorable Tejo Kuyiga will chair the committee on the harmonization. Honorable Femi Akindele, he will be a member of the committee, the other committee. Honorable Abimbola Christian Sholanke will be a member of the committee. Then Honorable Tokwelonge will also be, Ademola will also be a member of the committee. Iyabo Fakunle Okieme will be a member of the committee. Then the representative of the Big If and Ward C, they will send their representatives to work as in technical capacity, while the clerk of the house will appoint. I think the deputy clerk legal should be clerk of the house. You are part of it. Then you can now send your representative to the committee to harmonize positions on the law and the bill. And you have within 2 weeks, yes, 2 weeks, to submit your reports for further legislative actions. Maybe I should repeat again, the chairman of the committee, the ad hoc committee, is Honorable Teju Okuyiga. Honorable Femi Akindele is a member of the committee. Honorable Abimbola Christiana Sholanke, member of the committee. Honorable Tokpe Ademola Longe, also a member of the committee. Honorable Iyabo Fakunle Okeme, member of the committee, representative of Big representative of Ward C, and the clerk of the house, who also work as in the area of technical support. 2 weeks, terms of reference. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, clerk of the house, any public petition or petitions?
Mr. Speaker, we have petitions.
So, leader of the house.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and welcome to this beautiful day, my dear colleagues. Right Honorable Speaker, the petition I have is from the Arawa dynasty. Arawa dynasty. Arawa dynasty. Arawa dynasty. And petition is presented by the head of the Arawa dynasty, that's in the person of Chief Tunde Ologuntoye, and the secretary of the Arawa dynasty, that's Sir Olushola Oyewole. The petition is on land grabbing involving Arawa ancestral family land. The Arawa dynasty humbly write this petition on the authority of the entire family members, and they want to bring to the notice of the house the land grabbing activities involving their ancestral family land at Odo Uru in Yekiti. Odo Uru in Yekiti. The family has been in possession of the land for over 400 years without undue interference until recent violent encroachment by 2 individuals who are indigenous of Ado Ekiti, Chief Adewale Fakonda and Mr. Isaac Ojo Afe Oduro, who they term as the land grabbers. And they said the land grabbers violently invaded the land without their free, prior, and informed consent. And they carried out several activities, including destruction of the farmlands and also the sales of part of the land, which is in the clear violation of the State Property Protection and Land Grabbing Law 2020. The said activities of the land grabbers disrupted the farming activities of the family, and
Else, just brief us, just give a briefing, then
yes.
Committee will go and read.
Yes. So
it's all about issue of land matters.
Yes.
The petition is against land grabbing,
yeah.
And they want the house to look into it. It is dated.
Yes, it's dated. They made earlier requests to the Way of Ado, and which he intervened.
The one to us, is it dated?
Yes, it's dated.
Yes, and signed.
Yes, that's 14th.
Who signed?
is signed by Chief Tunde Ologuntoye and Sir Olushola Oyewole.
Okay, 2 of them signed.
Yeah.
Is there a phone number there?
The secretary, yes, there's a phone number for both the head of the.
Then I think that's okay. You can go ahead and lay the petition.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Well, leader of the House, since you are the one that presented the petition, I will call on Honorable Boselo Okere, the chief whip, to move the motion for the adoption of this document.
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I'm Honorable Boselo Okere. I represent the special republic that is existing within Nigeria, the Fon Republic. I rise this afternoon to move motion for the adoption of the petition submitted by the majority leader to be adopted as working document of this honorable house. I so move.
Thank you very much. Any seconder? Yes, Honorable. Yes, Babatunde Idowu.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues of the State House of Assembly, I am Honorable Tunde Idowu. I rise to 7th Assembly.
It seems you are still living in the 6th.
It's like
There is 7 after 6.
I am trying to come back from the break.
You are welcome.
Yes. Yes, I rise to second the motion as being moved by Honorable Bose Oluokere that the petition submitted by the leader of business to be adopted as the working document of this house. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Put the question that if you are in support or those in favor that this petition has presented and laid by the leader of the house, if you are in favor that it become the working document of this house, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. On that note, without wasting time, the petition will be committed to an ad hoc committee. An ad hoc committee will look into this particular petition. To chair that committee is Honorable Oluwole Lateef Akanle. And to serve as a member of the committee is Alhaja Miriam Agumbiade. Ogunlade. Bimpola Ogunlade. Honorable Alhaja. And also as a member of the committee is Honorable Anthony Kainde Adaramodu. It's going to be a 5-man panel. Honorable Babatunde Oke will also serve in the committee. And last but not the least is Honorable Demola Martins Ojo, so that the good and the bad people, he will be able to identify them on this land matter. So, observation.
The Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Adetebi Okwiga. I represent Bonyi constituency. Sir, that you already named the 5-man committee. It's not, that committee is not gender sensitive. No woman in that committee.
Well, by the standing order of this house, once the chair already concluded, it is not open to review anymore. It is not open to review. We will consider that. However, in a house where you have 6 members as female and 20 members as male, I think there is justification already if you set up a committee and you have one of the 6, because 40% of 6, that is what we are going to look at, and 40% of 20, we will look at it. So but calculate and let us have. Let's look at the ratio. Let's look at the ratio. So it's a balanced ratio. More so, the earlier one you did not complain, when you have more than the ratio. So, on that note, the committee stands. Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Faroku. Any matter?
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I'm Babatunde Abedu. I represent those constituency 1. I want to observe, or rather advise, that since that petition is on land, that the chairman, House Committee on Land, should be a member of that committee. Thank you.
Well, remember, the matter is within the purviews of public petition. It's public petition. We have a committee on public petitions that handles public petition. But why I chose an ad hoc committee to look into it is because of the workload on the public petition. I know how many petitions that are lying before them, but it's not a matter. It's not a matter for their oversight. If it's a matter for their oversight, we can always do that. This one is petition committee, and that was why I picked 2 of members of public petition. You might not know. Alaja is a member of public petition. Honorable Tunde Oke is a member of public petition. That was why I put those 2, because it is still within the purviews of, but I need it as an ad hoc so that the ad hoc committee can work faster than what we have at the public petition. And I got an intel this morning that the matter, we just have to handle it because there was a detachment or deployment of a detachment of police this morning in this house, and it was based on the purported protest to be held today on that same issue from the security report I got. So let ad hoc committee that can quickly work on it and do it. Thank you. More so, the chairman Lance is not even around today for sitting. So I think it is better that way. However, whether you even have a genuine or not genuine, the speaker has ruled from the chair, and that becomes the end of it. Thank you. Yeah. Any personal explanation? I'm not sure. Oh, we still have one petition, sorry. Yes, Honorable Sholanke.
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. My name is Honorable Abimbola Shulanke, member representing the good people of Mumbai Constituency 1. This Honorable House received a petition from the Nigeria Medical Association, Ekiti State branch. The letter is directed to the House through the Right Honorable Speaker, Ekiti State House of Assembly, State Assembly Complex, Adre Ekiti. A petition against the unauthorized and illegal training of physician, assistant, and paramedical students by Ekiti State College of Health Technology. Dear Right Honorable Speaker and members of the House, I, Dr. Reyemi Ifedayo Lawale, a concerned citizen, the chairman of the Nigeria Medical Association Ekiti State branch, and therefore an important stakeholder in the health and education sector of Ekiti State, hereby submit this petition to formally bring to the attention of the Honorable House a matter of urgent public concern. It has come to public notice that Ekiti State College of Health Technology, Ijero Ekiti, is currently offering training program for physician assistant and other paramedical courses which the institution does not have the statutory mandate or legal approval to run. These programs are being advertised and students are being admitted and trained under designation that falls outside the scope of the college approved statutory curriculum. These students are already being sent out to public and private health facilities within Ekiti State for practical clinical attachment, where they are expected to be taught highly technical and professional processes such as patient assessment and diagnosis, treatment planning and management, diagnosis and management of acute and chronic illnesses, prescribing medications, assisting in surgeries. This development is troubling for the following reasons. One, lack of legal authorization. The training of physician assistant and certain paramedical professionals is strictly regulated by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, MDCAN, and the Nigerian University Commission. These bodies are empowered by federal law to accredit such program and ensure minimum standard. The Ekiti State College of Health Technology has not been authorized by either body to train or graduate students in these categories. Two, contraventions of federal regulations. The operation of this unauthorized program not only violate federal laws but also mislead prospective students who may wrongly assume the legitimacy of their training and certification. Three, public health risk. Unaccredited training of healthcare personnel endangers the public, as such graduates may lack the required competence and legal backing to practice, thereby posing risk to patients and undermining professional standards. Four, damage to the state's reputation. The continued offering of such program could result in regulatory sanctions against the state and reputational damage to its educational institutions. In light of the foregoing, I respectfully urge the Honorable House to: one, investigate the Ekiti State College of Health Technologies involvement in unauthorized training of physician assistant and paramedical students. Two, mandate the immediate suspension of all unapproved programs currently run by the college. Three, enact or reinforce legislation to restrict all state
Honorable, thank you very much. Thank you very much. What I need is just the body of the petition, and to be sure that it was dated and duly signed, and that the name of the petitioner is on the petition. Why this petition, if I can get it right, is complaining against illegal, according to in court now, an unauthorized training of some physicians. So he's calling on this house to look into it, and if possible to stop such. So is it dated? All right. Signed? Any phone number? But well described. The person well described. All right. Please, can you lay the petition? Thank you. Leader of the house.
Right Honorable Speaker,
My dear colleagues,
Right Honorable Speaker, having had the submissions of Honorable Sholanke, I want to move the motion that this House adopts this document for quick consideration.
Any seconder? Honorable Alehaja Miriam Bimbola Ogunlade.
The Right Honorable Speaker, sir, distinguished colleagues, I rise this morning to second the motion of the majority leader that the petition being submitted on the activities of EdTech Ijero to be adopted as a working document of this house.
Thank you very much, Honorable Alehaja Miriam Bimbola Ogunlade, for seconding that motion. And I put the question that those in favor that this house adopt as a working document this petition on the legal training of physician by the College of EdTech Ijero to say aye, and those against say nay. The high service. Well, I think I need to welcome you back again from break. I say the entire house, you are welcome back to plenary session from break. Thank you very much. Now, this has also become the working document of this house. I am still going to set up another ad hoc committee to look into this. To share this is the Chief Whip, Honorable Bose Olowokere, to share the ad hoc committee. And as members of this committee, I have Honorable Babatunde Fawekun to be part of this committee. Honorable Tunde Idowu as a member of this committee. The chairman head, Honorable Abimbola Sholanke, to be a member of this committee. And Honorable Idowu Debumi will also act in this committee. Please kindly ensure that you turn in your report within the next 2 weeks. Don't forget that we are also treating a bill already. And probably this might form part of your report that we also look into that bill, the quality health care bill. Don't forget that we have that before the house. So please, with 2 weeks, we should be able to turn in our report. Honorable Olowokere, I know you will do it diligently. And it's important to invite the petitioner and the relevant people affected. And let us also confirm whether the school have the authority to, you know what to do. Please, we will await your report as soon as possible within the next 2 weeks. Thank you very much. Yes, may I also quickly recognize the presence of one of our retired deputy clerk in this house. I mean, the daughter who I've been told has come to also witness today's proceedings. Ikunlaye Joy, if you are there, let me see you. I was told you are okay. You are welcome. Observe very well. Your dad was once there and served this place meritoriously, and he left with dignity. Thank you. God bless you. Clark. Madam Clark. Any personal explanation? None. I've answered for you, don't worry. Any matter of urgent public importance? Yes, Honorable Eyitayo Adeteju Okuiga ọmọ àpárá lẹ́pẹ̀pẹ̀. Please, your matter of urgent public importance.
The Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, My name is Adeteju Okuiga. I represent Moyin Ayekire constituency of Ekiti State. Mr. Speaker, sir, I arrived this morning to bring a matter of the urgent public importance to the House for every member of the House to know what is happening, and in general, for the people of Ekiti State that we represent to know what is happening. Right, Honorable Speaker, um, my submission today is concerning the Lavage PLC, the formerly Ewikoro Cement. Mr. Speaker, sir, I want you to permit me to read out some of the submission, some of the points I wrote down for an accurate submission this morning. Am I permitted, sir? Thank you, sir.
I don't know what is going on today. It seems these people they were not expecting us that we will resume today. We have resumed. Let this thing work perfectly. You have the leave of the house to read. Thank you.
Sir. Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I want to tell you this morning, as I know we are aware that Lafarge Africa PLC is a member of also the global leader in innovative sustainable building solutions with 4 plants in Nigeria, spread across Shagamu, Ewekoro, Ogun State, Southwest, Ashaka, Gombe State, and in Cross River State, South. And they have currently installed cement production capacity of 10.5 million tons per annum. Odua Investment Company was incorporated in July 1976 to take over the business interests of the western states, namely Oyo, Ondo, and Ogun, where the military governors of the 3 states, as well as secretaries to the state military government, approved the document establishing the company. Odua Investment Company Limited as an investment in Lafarge African PLC, holding 1.95% of the company shares among other states. Odua Investment relationship, therefore, as one of its shareholders and as an associate company, suffice to say Odua, and by extension, Ekiti State, has a vested interest in the performance and growth of Lafarge African PLC. Ekiti State, Ileye, was originally part of the western region before becoming part of Ondo State and then being carved out to form its own state in 1999, as we all know. So the bone of contention right now, right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, is that lately it is in the news that Austin AG, the majority shareholder in Lafarge Africa PLC, has sold its 83.8% stake to China Cement Co. Company in a $1 billion deal valued at $934 billion. This transaction is expected to be finalized in this year, 2025, but is still pending regulatory approval. I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleagues, that this money has been paid. It's just, requiring the regulatory body to sign it off, and the whole 83.1% share of the Lafarge PLC will go to the Chinese. And our state, the southwestern state, we have interest, we have our shares in this Lafarge, and we don't have more than 1.95%. If this is being sold, right, Honorable Speaker, my decision, it means that I don't understand what will happen to us as a state and other southwest states of Nigeria. So this is what I brought to the notice
Adetejo Okuyiga for raising this at this time. As we all are aware, when it comes to Odra investment, Ekiti has an interest. And our interest in that investment has to be protected very well. So I see this as very important. So when you say a matter of urgent public importance, this pass for a matter of urgent public importance. Let me see if there is any contribution from members. Yes, Honorable Femi Akindele.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues. Good afternoon. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial realms of Rep. Development Constituency 1.
I hope the Celestials are eating well.
Yes, I bring good tidings from them. Right Honorable Speaker, although our gadgets didn't allow me to listen and get all the details, but I listened with rapt attention and I got the crux of the matter. Right Honorable Speaker, this calls for immediate attention of the state because we are not just stakeholders, we are shareholders in Odua investment. Right Honorable Speaker, I just want to tell this honorable house that we have a rep in Odua investment, and that rep is Honorable Akin Ocho, immediate past honorable member of this house. Right Honorable Speaker, this house will do well to invite Honorable Akin Ocho to come and brief the house on the status of this so that we'll be able to speak to facts, so that we will not be speaking to speculations. Honorable Akin Ocho, the state rep in Odua investment, will be the, I think to me will be the best person that can come and give us adequate and appropriate information about this investment. Thank you.
Thank you very much for providing such an insight. Any other comments before I? Okay, yes, I call on Honorable Temitokpe Ademola Longe.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Longe Temitokwe Ademola, and I represent the good people of Oye Constituency 1, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, let me commend the eagle-eyed observation of our distinguished colleague, Princess Adetejo Okuyiga. Mr. Speaker, I think this is a matter that we need to take up very urgently. Ekiti State is an integral part of Odua. I make bold to say that Ekiti State is one of the strong states that made Odua to become what it is today, Mr. Speaker. And I believe that it is very important that we are carried along as a state, as a major state in whatever decisions that is being made by the board of Odua. I don't think it is right for anybody, no matter how high, in the board of Odua, either individually or collectively, to embark on such an activity that puts us on our investment in Ekiti State without even consulting or communicating with us or giving us a right of first refusal. So, Mr. Speaker, as a responsible legislator that we are, I think we need to take an expeditious action on this and ensure that whatever action going further that anybody will take on the board of Odua, either individually or collectively, we must be duly carried along. And our opinions must be sought. And to not only be sought, but our opinion should also be relevant to any decision they are going to make. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, I call on the leader of the house.
Speaker, I want to appreciate the honorable member that raised this urgent matter of public importance, and I want to agree with her that a facility of this
status can be considered a national asset. And the sales or the unsupervised sales of a large percentage of its holding to a foreign-based company can easily mean capital flight and can also create job insecurity. As well, if someone like that owns such a facility and decides to bring majority of his labor from China or from India or from wherever, I want to believe that we have little to speak about that. So I want to, this as a matter of urgency, put up a resolution to the National Assembly, put up a resolution to Odua investment, put a resolution to the executive, the state government, on the need to quickly intervene and investigate this process and make sure that if and when this transaction is going to be consummated, it should be in the best interest of the sovereign nation called Nigeria and the 6 southwestern states who are stakeholders in Odua investment. I so submit.
Thank you for so submitting. And I wouldn't want to say much here now because this house must come up with a very strong position. And our position must be fact-based. We must do further investigation before we come up with any resolution. And because of that, I am going to refer this matter so that but this time around, I know this fall within the purviews of Committee on Trade and Investment. Why I will allow the chairman of Trade and Investment to serve in this committee, but we want it's also a matter that has to do with other states. It's not just about Ekiti alone, even though we want to protect the interests of Ekiti investment. That is why we are protecting. But don't also forget that it's interconnected and related to other states. So the chairman House Committee on Inter-Parliamentary will chair, and the chairman House Committee on Trade and Investment will also what's it called? Will also be part of the committee as a member. Not petitioner. Sorry. I will want Honorable Tejo Kuiga, who raised this matter, so that she can provide further insight to be a member of this ad hoc committee. I think 3-man committee is okay for this particular. So please, it's urgent, and please let's dispatch it with the urgency that it deserves. Right Honorable Hakim Jamiu to chair, Honorable Takwalonge as a member, Honorable Tejo Kuiga as a member. Meaning that you will come up with your report and recommendations. And Honorable Kuiga, please, here you are a member, so you avail them with your own findings for further investigation. Thank you. Now, I am aware that today, one of us, or would I say 2 of us, one of us birthday is today, and that is Honorable Dele Ogunshakin, who is not around. I'm equally aware that today is the birthday of the wife of one of us, who also is marking a golden jubilee today, and that is the wife of Honorable Oluwayomi Ebenezer Ayorinde. I wish all of you happy birthday. At the end of the sitting, we know what to do. Leader of the house, please can you now take us through today's business?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Please, media, can you do justice to my... Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and my dear colleagues. I appreciate you all. Right Honorable Speaker, I have the other paper for Thursday, 15th May 2025 with me. And on the order of the day, there are 6 items. Items 1 is the report of the Committee on Health, Human Services, and HIV/AIDS on oversight visit to renovated and ongoing general hospital projects in Ekiti State. Item 2 is the plenary report of the ad hoc committee constituted to investigate the petition submitted by Agbayawa Farms Limited against the Federation of Odoro Ekiti Development Union and Odoro Community. Item 3 is an interim report of the ad hoc committee on a petition alleging illegal lockup of business premises at Ojumoshe area, Ado, Ekiti, by the occupants of the facility. Items 4 is the Ekiti State Motor Butchers, Metal Scrap and Waste Scrap Operators Regulation Bill 2025, which is going for second reading. Items 5 is the consideration or the continuous consideration of the Ekiti State Commercial Motorcycle Operators Regulating Bill 2025 at the Committee of the Whole House. And the last item is adjournment.
Honorable Tolulope, the majority leader, and maybe I should just say the man that when it comes to business is the leader of business and is ready to do business. Only that he has forgotten that today members just resume. So we will look at it and consider it one after the other to when it is necessary to call it a day. So can you just take us through by taking us to item 1?
Honorable Speaker, item 1 is the report of the Committee on Health, and the chairman of the committee is here. That's Honorable Abimbola Sholanke. Right, Honorable Speaker, you may direct her to go ahead to present her report.
Yes, while Honorable Sholanke is being directed to take the report, I also want to say here, when we were on break, she also had her birthday. Wishing you happy birthday in arrears. We also celebrate you. So we'll do everything together. But don't forget the PC for the boys and the, you understand? So we'll have that after. Honorable Sholanke, your report.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. My name is Honorable Abimbola Sholanke, member representing Momba Constituency 1. I'm here to present the reports of our oversight functions and it reads reports of the Committee on Health, Human Services and HIV/AIDS on its oversight visit to General Hospitals project in Ekiti State. A. Preamble. Pursuant to Section 88 and 89 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in bracket 1999 as amended, which empowers the legislators to conduct oversight for the purpose of accountability and effective governance. The House Committee on Health, Human Services and HIV/AIDS undertook a fact-finding mission to evaluate the execution of renovation projects in general hospitals across Ekiti State. This exercise aligned with the legislative mandate to ensure the prudent utilization of public funds and adherence to approved budgetary provisions. B. Objective of the visit. The oversight aimed to inspect the quality and scope of renovation in selected general hospitals, assess the functionality of completed projects and their impact on healthcare delivery, engage with hospital management, contractors and health workers to identify challenges, verify judicious use of allocated healthcare funds. Method. The committee adopted the following approaches. One, physical inspection of the hospital site. Stakeholder interaction with healthcare workers, contractor, and community members. 3, review of contract documents, budget allocation. And 4, documentation through photographs and project reports. D, hospital visited and status. 1, General Hospital Ifaki, ongoing project. 2, General Hospital Efalaye, the work there is ongoing as well. General Hospital Okemesi, the work there is ongoing. General Hospital Ijeshaisu is completed. General Hospital Ilupeju Itakpa is completed. General Hospital Ayede is ongoing. General Hospital Iye completed. General Hospital Ijon completed. General Hospital Ilawe Ekiti ongoing. E, findings and observation. Key findings include renovation work have been substantially completed and essential medical equipment installed at general hospitals in Iye Ekiti, Ijesha-Isu, and Ijen Ekiti, while renovation is ongoing in facilities such as Ilawe and Ayede Ekiti. The quality of construction and renovation is in most facilities were found to be commendable. A critical shortage of medical personnel, especially doctors, nurses, laboratory scientists, and auxiliary staff, was observed, hampering effective service delivery. For functional waste disposal system were lacking in several hospitals, particularly at General Hospital Ifaki. Roof leakage were noted in some hospital wards and laboratories. The General Hospital Ifaki lacks administrative office. Laboratories across the hospitals had non-functional air conditioning and poor ventilation, likely due to inconsistent power supply. And this happens in all the 9 facilities that we visited. None of the general hospital visited has accessible walkway for person living with disabilities. The mortuary at General Hospital Efon local government is situated too close to maternity and female ward, raising concerns over hygiene and patient comfort. Bed space were found to be grossly inadequate, particularly at General Hospital Ilawe Ekiti. The committee observed and commended the philanthropic gesture of Ayede Progressive Union, APU, North America branch, for the donation of medical equipment to the General Hospital Ayede Ekiti. The committee noted with dismay that the chief medical director posted to General Hospital Ekiti was absent during the oversight visit and was allegedly referring patients to his private facility in Iludun, Ekiti. Furthermore, the committee observed a troubling pattern of absenteeism among hospital staff, particularly nurses, which significantly hampers the delivery of effective and timely healthcare services. Recommendations. In view of the above observation findings, the committee recommends the following for the consideration of the House: that the Ministry of Health and Human Services, in conjunction with Hospital Management Board and the contractors, should ensure the timely completion of all ongoing renovation works. That immediate repairs should be carried out on all leaking roofs to prevent structural damage and ensure the safety of patients and staff from impending danger. That all obsolete or non-functional medical equipment should be replaced with modern functional alternatives. That a sustainable maintenance framework should be instituted for hospital infrastructure and equipment. Additional medical personnel should be recruited and promptly deployed to all general hospitals to address staffing shortages. Functional waste management systems should be established across all facilities with urgent attention to General Hospital Impact. Administrative blocks should be constructed in hospitals lacking such facilities, especially at the General Hospital Impact. Provision of standby generator of solar energy system should be prioritized to ensure consistent power supply, especially for critical units. Disability-friendly walkway and access ramp should be constructed in all public hospitals. The mortuary at General Hospital Efron local government should be relocated to a more suitable location, preferably within one of the abandoned resident doctors' quarters to promote a hygienic environment. More bed space should be provided in overstretched ward, particularly at the General Hospital in Lawe. The committee should be encouraged to conduct periodic follow-up visits to monitor implementation of this recommendation and report progress to the House. The Ministry of Health and the Hospital Management Board should implement strict regulatory measures to prevent medical officers from neglecting their official duties and redirecting patients to private clinics. Commendation. The committee commends the Executive Governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, for his exceptional leadership and commendable stride in revitalizing healthcare infrastructure across the state. Special recognition is also extended to the Ayede Progressive Union, North American branch, for their philanthropic support in donating medical equipment to the General Hospital Ayede Ekiti. Conclusion. The committee reaffirmed the strategic importance of a robust healthcare system to the socio-economic development of Ekiti State, while commendable progress has been made in renovating and equipping public hospitals. There is pressing need for coordinated effort to resolve challenges related to staffing, infrastructure, and equipment. This committee remains committed to its oversight responsibility and will continue to work with stakeholders to ensure equitable access to quality healthcare for all citizens. Appreciation. The committee expresses its sincere appreciation to the Right Honorable Speaker and distinguished honorable members of this 7th Assembly for their unwavering support and legislative guidance. The committee pledged to sustain its effort in ensuring a functional, inclusive, and citizen-focused health system in Ekiti State. And members of the committee are Honorable Abimbola Sholanke, Chairman, Honorable Ayodeji Adegbite, Vice Chairman, Right Honorable Akim Jamiu, Member, Honorable Dele Ogunshaki, Member, Honorable Fakunle Iyabo Okeme, Member, and Mr. Omoni Yifun, the committee clerk. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Very much, Honorable Sholanke, the chairman of the Committee on Health, Human Services, HIV/AIDS, and these oversight functions and this report. Please kindly step forward to lay your report before the House. Leader of the House.
Right, Honorable Speaker, and let me also appreciate the Committee on Health, Women Services for that beautiful. Right, Honorable Speaker, I want to move the motion that this Honorable House do adopt the report of the Committee on Health, Women Services, and HIV/AIDS on the oversight visit to renovated and ongoing general hospital projects in Ekiti State as a working document to aid further considerations of this Honorable House. I so move.
The motion has been moved and the seconder. So who is seconding? Yes, Honorable Babatunde Omotayo.
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Babatunde Omotayo. I represent the good people of Iseorun constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to second a motion ably moved by the majority leader that the report of Committee on Health, Human Services, and HIV/AIDS on its oversight visit to renovated and ongoing general hospital project in Ekiti State be adopted as the working document of this honorable House.
So I put the question that those in favor that the report of the Committee on Health, Human Services, and HIV/AIDS on its oversight visit to general hospitals projects in Ekiti State be adopted as a working document of this House. Say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Dear colleagues, to me, straight away, I will commit this report to the committee of the whole House. And without wasting time, I think the report is comprehensive enough. Save that if there is any member that has contributions to make, I would just suggest that we adopt the recommendation in total as the resolutions of this hour. Only that there is one critical aspect of this report, particularly on the findings, that the committee did not make any recommendation on. And I think such weighty matter, particularly that has to do with EA Hospital, where the committee observed or in their findings, the chief medical director there, who was said to be absent from office, and not just that alone, who always referred patients to his personal facilities. And such a person will not allow that hospital to grow. It will not allow the hospital to work. And I think we should not just allow to just go under the carpet. That should be there should be a recommendation from the committee. But now that the committee has not made any recommendation, I suggest that there should be a resolution from this House on what to be done on such a CMD of a hospital. And to me, he has to be invited to this House to also respond to this weighty allegation. So, but to handle this, I don't want to bring him immediately to the plenary. Let it be done unless let me hear your contributions first before we take a final decision. Thank you. Any contribution from member? Any contribution? There should be a contribution either to adopt or not to adopt, either to jettison the report. There must be a contribution. Tokwelunge, Honorable representing Oye, Consensus 1. Yes, your contribution.
Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, once again, my name is Longe Temitope Ademola.
I now discover that it's not always good to have too long break. You are welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I represent the good people of Oye Constituency 1, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in view of the robustness of the report presented by the chairman of that ad hoc Committee on Health, their report on the Committee on Health and Human Services, and HIV on their oversight visit to General Hospital projects in Ekiti State, I hereby move, Mr. Speaker, I hereby contribute, Mr. Speaker, with profound respect that the report should be adopted in total as a working document.
It has been adopted as the working document. Are you talking about resolution now?
Yes, Mr.
That the House adopt all the recommendations as
sir.
the resolution of the House.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
All right. That's his own. Yes, Honorable Babatunde Fawekun. Then I call on the chief whip after that.
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. I am Babatunde Abiodun Fawekun. I represent those Constituency 1. I rise to join my colleague, Honorable Tokwelunge, that the House should adopt the recommendation as
the resolution
of the House. Thank you.
All right. So, Honorable Femi, the chief whip first, then I'll come back to you.
Right, Honorable Speaker. I'm on report said Olowo Kere, representing the special.
Why is Olanyika?
Sir?
Why is Olanyika?
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for adding the Olanyika to it.
You're welcome.
Reminding me. I represent the Special Republic, as you all know, Republic. I rise this afternoon to contribute and to commend the committee, the committee on health, human resources, and HIV/AIDS on the oversight visit to General Hospital project in Ekiti State. Honestly, they've done a thorough job, and their recommendations are very, very good. And the area where I want to contribute is that of the medical director of EAKT that was absent. I want to suggest that possibly in our resolution, let us invite him to the plenary, at least to ask him some question for his, the reason why he was absent and why he normally directs people to his own personal hospital. And that will serve as a check to others, because he might not be the only one doing it across the state. Others too that are doing it, it will serve as checks on them.
To appear before the plenary. Is that your submission? That he should be invited to the plenary?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, any further comments? Yes, Honorable Tony Kehinde Adaramodu from Ilawe and representing the people of Southwest 1.
Right, Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Tony Kehinde Adaramodu, representing the good people of Ekiti Southwest Constituency 1. Firstly, I have to commend the effort of the committee for a job well done. Mr. Speaker, the activities of the CMD should be thoroughly looked into. There are a lot of doctors working in the government hospitals. Most of them will be directing patients to go to their hospital, whereas leaving the hospital, the government hospital, just bare like that. However, I will advise that the CMD is invited to this hollow chamber to come and state his own point why he was not, or whether he or she was not around when the committee came visiting. That is one. Secondly, the General Hospital in Lawe, we have to probably call on the contractor. The work there, the pace of the work there is very, very slow. And I wouldn't know whether the committee is not well briefed. They are very the pace of the work there. But mostly, I used to go there nearly every time to oversee what is going on there. At times, we don't see them on site. So, Mr. Speaker, please, I would like probably the committee to do something to it, or probably the House to do something about it, sir. Thank you.
Yes, please, you can have your mic. Any further contribution? Yes, Honorable Femi Akindele.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Once again, I'm Honorable Femi Olarewaju Akindele. Right Honorable Speaker, on the findings/observations, Roman figure 12, I want to observe that we have been talking about the medical director, whereas in that particular finding, it's the nurses and the staff of that particular institution, that health facility, they are equally alleged to be regularly, they have not been coming to work. Their absenteeism has been reported in this particular report. Right, Honorable Speaker, I think in line with the principle of audio ultra pattern.
Roma figure
12. Other findings.
Oh, findings, okay. Okay.
Because, Right, Honorable Speaker, if you
permit me, I can just read the fourth line so that I will be able to capture it correctly.
Yes, this is equally important.
Say furthermore, the committee observed a troubling pattern of absenteeism among hospital staff, particularly nurses, which significantly hampers the delivery of effective and timely healthcare services.
Yes, sorry, we need to be very certain. This particular paragraph of and statement, is it only to the General Hospital EA, or is it a general observation? After Honorable Femi Akindele, I will allow Honorable Sholanke to shed, the chairman to shed light on that, whether it is particular to General Hospital EA or a general concern. Thank you.
Like I said the other time, in line with the principle of ultra partem, I urge the House to invite the medical director to come and state his own side, because he was not seen. He has not been able to give his own account of what transpired. Let him come. The House will summon him. As a matter of fact, it should be summoned to this House on why he wasn't there when the House visited, and why he will be directing, if so, why he will be directing patients to his hospital. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Femi Akindele. Yes, Honorable Sholanke, please can you shed more light on that paragraph? The absenteeism noticed, is it particular to a general hospital or a general observation across the state?
It's only at EA General Hospital, sir.
Is what?
It's only at EA General Hospital.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to be sure of what we should do on that one. Thank you very much. I think that will be the last contribution on this. So, from the contribution made so far, I can say that it is the general agreement of the House that the recommendations as proposed by the Committee on Health be adopted as the resolution of this House, vis-a-vis that the Ministry of Health and Human Services, in conjunction with the Hospital Management Board and the contractor, to ensure the timely completion of all ongoing renovation works. If you're in support that this form part of this resolution, say aye. If you're against, say nay. The ayes have it. That immediate repairs should be carried out on all leaking roofs to prevent structural damage and ensure the safety of patients and staff from a petty danger. If you're in support that this also form part of this resolution, say aye. If you're against, say nay. The ayes have it. That all obsolete or non-functional medical equipment should be replaced with modern functional alternatives. If you are in support that this one part of this resolution, say aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. That a sustainable maintenance framework should be instituted for hospital infrastructure and equipment. Those in favor, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Also, the additional medical personnel should be recruited and promptly deployed to all general hospitals to address staffing shortages. If you're in support, say aye. If you're against, say nay. The ayes have it. Functional waste management system should be established across all facilities with urgent attention to the general hospital if applicable. Those in favor, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the House. Yes, I want you to sit properly. Leader of the House. Administrative blocks should be constructed in hospital lacking such facilities, especially at the general hospital, if that has been known. Then, to form part of this resolution is provision of standby generators or solar energy system should be prioritized to ensure consistent power supply, especially for critical units. Those in favor, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable today, the who stop the Honorable Teju Okuyiga, face front. Yes. I don't understand. After all, you're a pastor. What is going on yourself? You have been disturbing her, toasting us his money. I've been looking at you. Disability-friendly walkways and access ramps should be constructed in all public hospitals. If you're in support of this, say aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it. You know I've been watching you since 6th Assembly. The mortuary at the General Hospital for local government should be relocated to a more suitable location, preferably within one of the abandoned resident doctors' quarters, to promote a hygienic environment. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Also, more bed spaces should be provided in overstretched walls, particularly at the General Hospital in Ilawe, Ekiti. If you are in support of this one part of this resolution, say aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. Also, the committee should be encouraged to conduct. I will remove this one. Which committee? Which committee to be encouraged? Committee on Net? Is it Committee on Net? Nothing is hampering you from conducting it. It is part of your constitutional mandate and right. So you cannot be encouraged anymore. No more. There is no encouragement that is more than what the Constitution has provided. So I take that out of the resolution. Thank God I take this one after the other. You are already encouraged and guaranteed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So also your standing order, which is the Bible that you have in this house. So the Ministry of Health and the Hospital Management Board should implement strict regulatory measures to prevent medical officers from neglecting their official duties and redirecting patients to private clinics. Those in favor that this form part of this should say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. And lastly, that the CMD of General Hospital Ekiti, no, that a summon is hereby issued to the CMD. You don't have his name. Well, the CMD of General Hospital Ekiti to appear before the committee of the whole house at the next allotted date to be determined by the Rules and Business Committee. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So the CMD is to appear before the committee of the whole house. Thank you. So these are the resolutions, and clerk of the house, please ensure that we have this directed to the appropriate authorities, most especially the governor, the commissioner for health, and the concerned CMD. Then the hospital management board and the primary health. I think they should all have this resolution. May I also applaud this committee for doing a great job. This is a great job. This is what is expected of us as members of this house, particularly in our respective committee. I hope that other committees will also move around also and carry out officer function and come up with report for resolution of this house. We expect report from every committee of the house. I say let's give the committee a round of applause for a job well done. Thank you very much. Leader of the house.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. The next item on our order of the day.
When it is 14:00 hour, Leader of the house, note that we will draw the curtain for today to go and attend to other matter of urgent public importance awaiting us.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. The next item is items 2, and that's the plenary report of the ad hoc committee constituted to investigate the petition submitted by Agbayawa Farms Limited against the Federation of Oduoro Ekiti Development Union and Oduoro Community, Right Honorable Speaker, the chairman of this ad hoc committee is Honorable Temi Topelonge. You may direct him to present his report to this Honorable House.
Honorable Temitope will be waiting in the wing. The House will stand down for just 2 minutes. 2 minutes stand down. Thank you.
Projecting the laws, promoting the oversight, capturing accountabilities, showing impacts and inputs. AKHA TV, the eyes have it. Projecting the laws, promoting the oversight, capturing accountabilities, showing impacts and inputs. AKHA TV, the eyes have it.
Say hi. If you're against the high silence.
The Governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, has assured that his administration will further increase the speed of progress in the 2 remaining years ahead. Presenting his second State of the State address at the State House of Assembly, Oyebanji noted the strides his administration has recorded in upgrading the Ekiti economy despite all odds and ensuring investment promotion. He highlighted progress made in driving the education and health sectors to a pride of place, ensuring welfare of workers and pensioners, promoting agriculture, and ensuring security, law, and order are upheld, among other milestones recorded.
We will continue to work with our security partners to ensure that no gaps are allowed and continuous improvement is entrenched. Governance derives its force from law and its compass from sound policies. Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank the leadership of the honorable members of the State of Assembly for being worthy and reliable partners in this regard.
Earlier in his remarks, the Speaker, Right Honorable Adeoye Aribasoye, said that the legislature has interlocked effectively with the executive in actualizing the mandate of the administration.
In these past 2 years, the synergy between the State House of Assembly, affectionately known as the Seventh Assembly, and the executive arm led by Mr. Governor has been nothing short of exemplary. Together, we have worked diligently to realize the core mandates encapsulated within the 6 pillars of Mr. Governor's administration. This partnership has fostered significant achievements in business and economic reforms, fiscal responsibility, probity, and accountability.
In this house, we are the representative of the people, and I deem it necessary for us to move a motion, that I will move a motion, that the social contract that Ekiti people signed with Mr. Governor should be renewed to extend beyond 2026 to 2030.
Lawmakers took turns to analyze the successes and gains of the first 2 years of the regime. Babajide Agbeyo, for AKHA TV. Unveiling the new Ekiti State House of Assembly website, your hub of details. Here, you have access to all you need to know about
welcome back. So I will now call on Honorable Topelonge to take the report on the petition submitted by Agbewa Farm against the Federation of Oduoro, Ekiti Development Union, and Oduoro Community.
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Lunge Temitokwe Ademola, and I represent the good people of Oye Constituency 1, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise before you this morning with profound respect to present the preliminary report of the ad hoc committee constituted to investigate the petition submitted by Agbeyewa Farms Limited against the Federation of Oduoro Ekiti Development Union and Oduoro. Preamble. Pursuant to the directive of the Right Honorable Speaker of this Honorable House, an ad hoc committee was constituted to investigate a petition submitted by Agbeyewa Farms Limited titled Threat to Lives and Properties, Disruption of Business Operations, and Sabotage of a multi-billion naira investment. This petition was lodged against the Federation of Oduoro Development Union and the Oduoro community. B. Terms of reference. The committee was mandated to 1. Investigate the allegations contained in the said petition, interface with all concerned parties and stakeholders, ascertain the root causes of the conflict, and 4. Recommend appropriate measures to resolve the issues and forestall future occurrences. Committee activities to date. Upon receipt of the directive, the committee undertook a thorough review of the petition to have a grasp and nature, scope, and gravity of the complaints raised. The key issues identified include 1. Hostile actions allegedly perpetrated by members of the Oduoro community, obstruction of farm operations, threats to the safety of personnel and equipment, alleged attempt to sabotage ongoing large-scale agricultural investment in Ekiti State. 2. Mr. Speaker, formal invitations were extended to relevant stakeholders for interactive sessions. They include 1. Representatives of Agbeyewa Farms Limited, 2. Executives of the Federation of Oduoro Ekiti Development Union, 3. Traditional leadership of the Oduoro community, 4. Relevant government MDAs such as the Ministry of Agriculture, Bureau of Land Services, Office of the Surveyor General of Ekiti State, and 5. Ekiti State Boundary Commission was later incorporated due to the peculiarity observations. The committee convened a series of meetings. These afforded all parties the opportunity to present their positions. Mr. Speaker, key observations include 1. The petitioner was allocated 5,001 hectares of land by the Ekiti State government in 2021 within the special agro-processing zone. 2. The allocated land cut across 5 communities. 1. Ipao Ekiti, Oduoro Ekiti, Okeako Ekiti, Itapaji Ekiti, and Esun Ekiti. 3. The land was duly assigned to the petitioner with the issuance and grant of certificate of occupancy by the state government. 4. The petitioner expressed great concerns regarding persistent harassment, threats to staff and operations, and the resultant negative impact on productivity and investor confidence. 5. The Federation of Oduoro Development Union denied the allegations, asserting that the actions were driven by unresolved issues relating to land use and inadequate community engagement. 6. Traditional leaders of Oduoro cited lack of adequate consultation, perceived marginalization of local interests, and the non-payment of compensation to the affected families and communities. 7. All 5 communities in the 5,001 hectares of land are laying claim to substantial portions of the disputed land. 8. Mr. Speaker, it is disturbing to note that the relevant government agencies which should possess accurate records of land ownership claim they lack the requested information and requested more time to provide same. 9. It was suggested and agreed that the Ekiti State Boundary Commission should collaborate with other relevant government establishments to determine the exact land area belonging to each of the 5 communities within the 5,001 hectares of land allocated to the petitioner. Preliminary findings. Arising from the above engagements, Mr. Speaker, the committee hereby notes the following. 1. A significant breakdown of trust exists between the petitioner and segments of the host community. 2. Deficiencies in communication and stakeholder engagement, both before, during, and during the project implementation, have contributed to the prevailing tensions on both sides. 3. Failure to provide adequate compensation to the host communities poses credible threats to peace, security, and the continuity of business operations in that area. 4. Both the petitioner and the state government have expressed their readiness to pay compensation to the host communities. 5. The delay in the payment of compensation to the host communities is primarily due to the lack of verifiable evidence confirming the total number of hectares of land attributed to each of the 5 communities. This vital data is required to form an integral part of the preliminary findings, and its absence has hindered the advancement of the compensation process. 6. The subcommittee tasked with verifying the report and reporting the specific hectares allocated to each community within the 5,001 hectares of land area has on 4 occasions requested additional time to complete its assignment, resulting in a delay in the conclusion of the petition. 7. On Friday, 9th of May 2025, the committee received a letter indicating that a meeting was held on Friday, 2nd of May 2025, involving the Deputy Governor of Ekiti State, the Boundary Technical Committee, and the traditional rulers of the 5 communities. It was resolved that the Boundary Technical Committee should commence the tracing of the land boundaries of the individual communities. The boundary tracing has since commenced, and the committee is expecting the report as soon as possible. Next steps. The committee intends to, 1, convene a structured reconciliation dialogue involving all affected parties as soon as the Boundaries Technical Committee report is available. 2, conclude its report and submit final recommendations to this Honorable House upon the conclusion of all investigative sessions and collation of testimonies. Conclusion. The ad hoc committee remains committed to ensuring a just, peaceful, and sustainable resolution of this matter. We affirm our dedication to upholding the rule of law, safeguarding legitimate investment, and promoting mutual understanding and cooperation between investors and host communities. Appreciation. The ad hoc committee wishes to express its profound gratitude to the Right Honorable Speaker and the entire honorable members of this House for the confidence reposed in us to take this important assignment. Your unwavering support and commitment to justice, fairness, and the rule of law have greatly guided our deliberations and enabled the progress recorded thus far. Members of the committee includes Honorable Longe Temitope Ademola, Chairman, Honorable Ayodeji Adebute, Member, Honorable Abimbola Sholanke, Member. Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Tokweloge, please can you step forward to lay the report? Thank you for a job well done. Leader of the House. This is your Kembe. Are you the or what Kembe Rebija? So Ijawa Ijauzi Onla Timurale. Thank you, you are welcome. A good job, well done, and to all members of the committee, I appreciate you. Leader of the House.
Right Honorable Speaker, Capacity Speaker, my dear colleagues. Right Honorable Speaker, before I go ahead, I want to bring to your notice that there is a subsisting order that you have earlier made, that this seat closes by 2 o'clock. You may need to make further proclamation.
I only mentioned 1400 hours. I didn't say 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock can be in the night. I don't want you. You know we are in this game together. 2 o'clock might be till 2 a.m. No, 1400 hour. Just move the motion, and the necessary step will be taken after that. Thank you very much for reminding me, though.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to move the motion that the preliminary report of the ad hoc committee constituted and ably shared by our own Agbayegbe to investigate the petition submitted by Agbayewa Farms Limited against the Federation of Oduoro Ekiti Development Union and Oduoro Community be adopted as a working document of this Honorable House. I so move.
Honorable Idowu Odebunmi, second the motion.
Capacity, distinguished Right Honorable Speaker, dear Honorable colleagues, I still remember my humble self, Honorable Comrade Idowu Odebunmi, representing the good people of Oye Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to second the motion being moved by the leader of government business that the reports of the ad hoc committee constituted to investigate the petition submitted by Agbayewa Farm Limited against the Federation of Oduoro Community and Oduoro Development Union be accepted as a working document of this. And so, second.
And I put the question that those in favor that this House do adopt the preliminary report of the ad hoc committee constituted to investigate the petition submitted by Agbayewa Farms Limited against the Federation of Oduoro Ekiti Development Union and Oduoro Community to become the working document of this House. Say aye. Those against say nay, the high service. Yes, what we are going to do on this, it will step this down to the committee of the House to consider, but that will be done at the next allotted date. Yes, I'm aware Honorable Femi Akedele is prepared to render his report, but our 1400 still stands, so we will step down your report to the next allotted date to be read at the next allotted date. Also, yeah, I think that's the last one. So, Leader of the House, you may wish to take us through the next item now, having stepped down that one.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, the next items are items 4 and 5 and 6. Items 4 is the Ekiti State Motor Pushers Metal Scrap and Waste Scrap Operators Regulation Bill. You will recall that this bill was
step down every other item except for the last except for item 6.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In view of that, having set down items 4 and 5, the next item
is adjournment. And with your express permission, I would like to go ahead. Right on, Speaker, I want to move the motion that this House adjourns until Tuesday.
Don't adjourn to Tuesday. Adjourn Synod.
I want to move the motion that this House adjourns Synod.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Babatunde. I say I call on Honorable Babatunde. Well, let me call Honorable Babatunde, who has just joined us. So the one that newly joined us should stand up. Honorable Babatunde, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Babatunde Oke, representing Ikere Constituency 1. I rise to second the motion that plenary should be adjourned synod. I so second.
This time you are going to vote your part. You know, some people just came back and they might want to work more. So I put the question that those in favor that the House adjourns synod are to press yes. Those against to press no. I wonder why this screen is not working today. Well, at the end of the poll, 12 people voted yes, 2 says no. Let me know those who say no first. I want to see them. We need to know them today. Who is that red? Second at time. Mention the 2 names. Leader of the House that moved the motion. Honorable Femi Akindele. All right. Where minority will have their say, majority will have their way. The yes have it. I arise.